You ever wake up thinking it's going to be a peaceful day, just you? A thermos of coffee, maybe a base or two. Yeah, me too. Until the day I saw a woman in a floral kimono scream at a heron for ruining her Instagram shot. That was the exact moment I knew peace was about to get evicted. I'm Sam Holloway, retired firefighter, small-town guy, and proud owner of a quiet lakeside dock tucked behind cottonwoods. My uncle and I built that dock when I was 16. It became my sanctuary. After years of hauling bodies out of fires, watching friends get injured on the job, I needed silence. Real silence. The kind that doesn't need therapy or a prescription. Just water, sky, and fish. Enter Megan Delaney, local influencer, self-proclaimed community planner, and apparently the new president of the Briarwood HO, even though my land isn't even in Briarwood. She marched in one foggy morning with a battalion of yoga moms, Bluetooth speakers, and neon mimosas. My dock, the one I built with my uncle, was suddenly a backdrop for what she called a sunrise wellness retreat. I was mid-release on a decent base when she looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Sorry, sir. This is a private event. You'll have to move." I said, "Ma'am, this is my property. My dock." She laughed. Out loud. "No, sweetie. It's a shared community zone. I cleared it with the HOA." Only problem? There was no shared community. The HOA had no jurisdiction here. But Megan was the kind of person who'd rather fabricate rules than follow real ones. The next day, I found my tackle box dumped in the water. My old fishing chair gone. In its place, folding chairs, glitter, a laminated sign reading, "Reclaiming nature from toxic masculinity." That's when I realized this wasn't about wellness. This was personal. Megan had a vendetta. Rumor has it her father tried to buy this property back in the 90s and got turned down flat. I guess that old grudge got passed down. So, I went full paperwork mode. County deed, copied, plat maps, certified. I even got new signs printed, private property. No trespassing, not HOA land. But Megan, she doubled down. Sent me a fake violation letter claiming I was fishing on community property and endangering retreat guests. Then she chained off the dock and started planning events like it was her wedding venue. I didn't cut the chain. I filmed it. Close-ups, timestamps, GPS. Then I dropped by the HOA office and handed them a folder thicker than a Sunday paper. The receptionist looked confused until she saw the address. Then a man named Rick Tight Polo. Clipboard energy came out looking like the embodiment of HOA policy. I told him Megan was trespassing and dragging the HOA into a lawsuit. But she didn't stop. The next week, I found the dock transformed into Tranquility Bay, complete with archways, fake vines, champagne buckets, and a sign that said, "Reserved for sacred moments." I told her again politely, but firmly she was on private land. Her response? "Unless you have a neon sign or a laser fence. Who's gonna know?" I said, "Everyone now," and pulled out my phone. I was documenting every word. She tried to weaponize the HOA. Even got her minions to stage a fake protest about me being a toxic loner monopolizing the lake. But here's the thing. When people like Megan thrive on drama, they collapse under facts. And I had one more card to play. I made a call to my buddy Ricky from the fire department. He now does drone photography. I asked him to fly over and document everything her illegal events. Trash in the water, guests smoking and drinking on my dock. Then I made a different call. To a seafood distribution company. I didn't sell the dock. I leased it. For development. Turns out companies pay real money for lakeside access near rural highways. And I had the perfect parcel. Within a week, trucks rolled in. Fencing went up. Megan's dream wedding venue was now the future site of a seafood cold storage plant. Her reaction? Legendary. She showed up mid-morning in a wide-brimmed hat, screaming at construction workers about environmental terrorism. One of them, Duke, the plant manager, calmly explained that every permit was legal. The land was zoned. HOA had no say. She pointed at me like I was the villain in a Disney movie. He did this to punish me. Duke shrugged. We just leased the land. Your issue isn't with us. From there, it only got better. Lights went up. Forklifts beeped. Chillers hummed. The scent of shrimp and crab legs started drifting across the lake. Megan lost it. Walked around in a painter's mask claiming fish vapor toxicity. Posted rants online that got turned into meme songs. My favorite? One auto-tuned remix called Smells Like Seafood Lies. She tried everything. Noise complaints. Petitions. Claimed the water was unsafe. Even called a lawyer. My attorney responded with one line. Your client should familiarize herself with Zoning Code 7B. Eventually, the HOA cut ties. Sent me an apology letter. I framed it. Nailed it to a tree. And Megan? She sent me a final note. No return address. Just angry cursive. I hope you're happy. You've ruined everything. Yes, Megan. I am happy. I'm fishing again. Not from silence, but from peace. A peace you can't scream over. Folks, if you've ever dealt with someone like Megan, someone who thinks they can steal what's yours and rewrite the rules to suit themselves, tell me about it in the comments. What would you have done? Would you have fought back with lawsuits? Or like me, fought back with forklifts and shrimp deliveries? Because sometimes, justice doesn't shout. Sometimes, it hums like a refrigeration unit at 5 a.m. And that is a beautiful sound.